Cindy, do I look dapper? Because I feel dapper as crap right now. I'm a crappy, dappy kind of guy right now.
That's funny. Yes, you do.
You know, we don't get to dress like this often, but we're up here in Indianapolis in the month of May, and we're here at the Triumph dealership on College Avenue for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride.
And they all look distinguished.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't this fun? Now, you and I we had the privilege of covering this last year, and it was spectacular.
It was.
What do you think about, I mean, it's early, and look at all the bikes here already.
I think it's going to be a lot bigger this year, and there's a lot more distinguished men. So if there's any, like single women, they should have came to this ride because there's a lot of distinguished men.
If you want a distinguished gentleman, this is the place to go and look for them, right?
It is.
And no, it's awesome, man. You have a lot of vintage bikes. Now, listen, you're still going to see some Harleys in here. You're still going to see some sport touring bikes in here, whatever they call them nowadays, adventure bikes, whatever. You see a few of those. But for the most part, it's a lot of vintage motorcycles. Super cool. Everybody's dressed to the nines. Yes. It's just a lot of fun. We couldn't do any of this stuff without Ladendorf Law, man. We're so happy to have Ladendorf Law. They are now the law office of Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler. Bigler and badler than ever. And they've been serving the motorcycle community here in Indianapolis now for, over 40 years. They've been with Steel Horse Thunder for about 20 years. So without you guys, we couldn't do it. So thank you so much, Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler. Thank you so much for what you do for Steel Horse Thunder. Cindy, the only thing I forgot today was a nice big cigar to smoke while we're doing this.
You should have had that.
Other than that, I think we're ready to go. What do you say we go find out a little bit more about all this? And I think we can have some fun today.
We're going to have some fun. I'm going to talk to a lot of distinguished gentlemen.
Easy. All right, let's go.
Let's go. Richard, this is the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, which I think is so cool because there's so many distinguished gentlemen here. So tell me about this ride. What is it that made you do this ride, and what is the causes?
Okay, so just a super quick history. The ride has been happening since 2012. It started in Sydney, Australia. It was inspired by the movie Mad Men. There's a scene with Don Draper in a suit on a Triumph motorcycle. So 2012 it started. It's gone since. We've been having it since. It's grown now from just happening in just a handful of cities in 2012 to over 900 cities globally.
Wow.
Yeah. What motivated me, honestly, when I first started, I saw this thing and I thought, I frequently wear a suit to work on my motorcycle. This sounds like my thing. But increasingly, I got into it because my father had prostate cancer. The fundraising benefits Movember, which funds prostate cancer research, number one. And increasingly in recent years, they're funding more and more mental health programs and suicide prevention.
Wow.
And that's really a large part of my motivation now, having a number of suicides between my friends and family.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is unbelievable how many of those that you hear of. I mean, we just had one recently just close to us.
And I'll say, every year I dedicate my effort, unfortunately, to a friend or family who's passed away. This year, I'm just grab it in here. This year, I lost my daughter's partner, and
I'm so sorry.
So this year I'm riding for Bernardo. He was an artist, and he went by Skills, and my daughter painted this. This is an example of his artwork. He's from Nicaragua. This is a Nicaraguan symbol, and so I'm wearing this year in his honor. So. I get a little bit of a clap, but thanks for.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss. It's just hard. I'm dealing with my mom with Alzheimer's right now, and I feel like I lose her every day. So it's very difficult. But the
best thing I can do, and I'm going to tell you, all my family is here. My kids came in from Chicago to help. My brother's here, and we're just trying to take our hurt and turn it into positive action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is what you have to do.
Yeah.
You do have to. So this ride, are you from Indy?
I'm from Indy. I'm an original Near East Sider. I grew up here and I've been here most of my life. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what made you do the ride here. I know you said family came from Chicago, so I didn't know if you were from a different area.
No, I'm from here. As I said, I started riding the ride here in 2012. I started organizing it in 2016. And we just, it's a really niche event for
It
Indianapolis. I found that when I started, I didn't have a lot of motorcycle people to connect with. And all of my motorcycle friends, for the most part, I've met through organizing and doing DGR. And we've really become a community. We're here for each other year round. We've made friends, and we have other events we do. So it's really healthy for all of us.
And that's pretty cool. And you said you don't have a lot of motorcycle friends, but this has brought you together. So do you guys go out and do, like you said, other events? Do you ride together a lot?
We do not. Officially, the DGR is just one time a year.
Okay.
Locally, I've started another, basically a community. I call it Ride Dapper Indianapolis. And this is basically just a community page on Facebook for people who do the DGR to connect with each other throughout the year.
Nice.
Currently, I have an event that I organize. We call it Dapuccino Sunday or Dapuccino Saturday. The first Saturday every month, I announce a coffee shop we meet at. We just hang out, drink coffee, and when the weather's warm, we'll ride from one cafe to another.
Awesome.
And it's just an opportunity to get together in a healthy space, hang out,
Yes.
talk with each other, and have healthy mental health connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what we all need.
And pub nights are really popular,
Yeah.
but that's not for everybody. Some
No.
people here have addiction
Yes.
histories, and so a coffee is a bit better for them.
Right. Very understandable.
Yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, we do have some other times we get together unofficially. Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool. Now, have you seen this ride grow and grow and grow? I mean,
Yeah.
I know we came last year, and this year I feel like there's more bikes this year
There
than
are,
there was
yeah.
last year.
So last count, my partner John just checked in with me. We have 182 people registered today. Our highest before that was 170. Like I said, in 2012, we started with about 12 people, and we're up to 182 today.
Awesome.
Right now, we're our second highest fundraising level. In 2022, we raised $42,000, and right now we're close to $32,000.
Nice.
So we're doing quite well.
So where exactly does that money go? Is there a place that it goes?
Yeah, all money goes to the Movember Foundation,
Okay.
which explains the mustaches. I grow this mustache once a year for the event. Movember is grow a mustache in November, and all the funds go to prostate cancer research and men's mental health.
Okay.
The Distinguished Gentleman's Ride in 2014, I believe, aligned themselves with Movember, so they wouldn't have to handle the fundraising money themselves. All the money goes directly to Movember.
Nice. Nice. Now, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you to do this ride or find out about some of the stuff that you do, how would they do that?
It's super easy. The global organization has a website, and it's really easy to remember. It's gentlemansride.com. Gentlemansride.com. Type that in your search bar, and it'll come up. It's easy. To connect with Indianapolis or any other city, we have 2 other cities in Indiana who are doing this also. You just go to that website. You just select your country, select your city, and then you can get hooked up with your local ride. Yeah.
Very easy. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you put this on because it's so needed for men's health. It definitely is. You know, there's all kinds of rides, but this is definitely a good one for men's health. So thank you so much for putting on the ride.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. It was glad to see you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, sir. Now I noticed you just put a mustache on your motorcycle.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what this mustache is all about?
Well, it's shows that you registered, and it tells them how much money that you brought into the thing. So this was for last year, a black one. The gold one, I don't remember what the amounts are, but you know, over $100, over $500, it depends.
Okay.
And they come in different colors, different shades. So,
Nice. So obviously you upped your game from last year. You went
Yes,
from
I
black
did.
to gold, right? I'm just assuming gold generally
little
represents
better.
a little bit more money.
Yes, that's right. Yep,
Very good. How many times have you done this ride?
3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just keep coming back for more, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a good cause.
What's your favorite part about it? Because I was going to say, I mean, obviously the cause, it's a fantastic cause, and this parking lot should be full of guys out here riding, and ladies as well. But what's your favorite part about all this? Is it the dressing up? Is it the ride through Indianapolis? Is it the camaraderie? What about it?
Well, I think it's the idea that people recognize, you know, that there are men's health issues, and it makes people aware of them. And I think that's the most important thing. You got to be aware of them, and you got to screen yourself for potential problems. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I love what this is all about, man. I just saw you putting the mustache on there, and so I would just wanted to get a little bit more information on the mustache. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Oh, thank you.
So I believe, because I'm a newbie here, I believe silver is maybe your first ride, and then as you do more rides, you progress up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess the newbies get silver.
So this is your first one.
It is, yes.
So what brought you out here?
Well, my brother runs it. He's run it forever.
Oh, okay.
So Rich is my brother.
And you didn't do it all these years?
Well, he didn't have a bike until last summer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I finally got a bike, and so yeah, now I'm here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah.
So have you maybe not participated, but you've been out here? No.
Actually, no. Call me a bad brother, but I've not been
You're
out.
a bad brother.
I mean, yeah. Well, you know, I have young kids and stuff, so I have some kind of an
totally
excuse,
understand.
right?
Totally understand.
But I'm here today, so
That's awesome.
yeah.
I'm glad you're out here today,
Thanks.
supporting your brother.
Yeah.
Supporting
So
the men.
men's health, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, tell me you just finished a show in Vegas, and now you're here to do this ride here in Indy.
Well, actually, I'm sort of the self-appointed grand marshal,
Nice.
even though I'm not riding, you know, the store brand.
Right.
But you know, they said Dapper, and I thought, well, this is Carnival Cruise Dapper, so I think it's from the Carnival Cruise collection. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But how cool is that? Talk about diversity. It's
It's about the ride.
it's the wrong motorcycle for the dealership we're at, but yet you're right. It's all about this ride. What do you
all-
think about this?
Well, I think it's wonderful. I have several friends that have had to deal with prostate issues. Some have had surgeries. Thank you, Almighty God. They've all been very successful. The technology just keeps getting
Yes.
better and better. And so there's, you know, hope for all of us that someday they'll actually lasso this thing and be able to call it quits. you
Right.
know? Yeah. So
Right. And that's what, I love about this is, it's kind of letting people know, hey man, get your annual checkups,
Oh,
and
yeah.
get all that stuff. Early detection, we all know that now. Everybody knows if you catch it early, your chances are much greater of getting through it,
put your big boy pants on, go see your doctor, and you know what a small price to pay for knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it'll sneak up on you,
Yeah.
and it did my friends, and thankfully they got on it quickly. They manned up and did what they had to do, and if not for themselves, they did it for their family.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Well, dude, I love it, man. You look fantastic. You look as distinguished as they could possibly be.
I feel good today. Thank
right
you very
on.
much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So Jonathan, you are one of the people that put this ride on, and you just told me about why. Can you explain to me why and what brought you to where you wanted to do this ride and get it together?
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's a bit of a tough story, but I lost my brother to cancer in 2016, and as a coping mechanism, as he was going through that treatment, he got into motorcycles, and he wanted to ride the DGR, but the ride didn't exist at the time. So just talking with other people in the motorcycle community, he got connected to a gentleman called Ed Stowe. Thank you, Ed. And my brother's name is Ed Hallam. So Ed Stowe and my brother were talking, and my brother Ed said, wouldn't it be a great idea if there was a Cambridge ride? And Ed Stowe said, yeah, it would. So Ed Stowe then established the Cambridge ride, and unfortunately my brother never got to participate in that. But that's the legacy that is left, both myself and my remaining brother, is to enjoy the beauty of motorcycles.
Yes.
And to get to participate and now organise in the Indianapolis event. So it's very special.
It's very near and dear to your heart.
Yes, it
this
is.
ride is, and it's amazing because it's so cool that you get to do that for your brother's legacy. That he wanted to ride, he couldn't ride. Now you're getting to ride, and I think
Exactly.
that's pretty awesome. And that you're
Thank you.
helping all these other people, all these other men out there, so that they have a chance to be able to ride.
Exactly
so
right.
thank you so much for all that you do.
You're very welcome.
I'm so sorry for your loss, and I know
Thank you.
that's very hard. So, but thank you so much for all that you do in raising funds and awareness for this. It's very much needed. So we really do appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You guys have a safe ride today. and have a good time.
Thank you.
And know that your brother's looking down on you, and he's
Always.
very proud of you.
Yeah.
Very proud of you.
Shout out to my brother James Hallam. Took the Cambridge ride today on my late brother's BMW R90.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, James.
Big shout out to Krambos. Chris Crampy, world-renowned painter. They have Harley mechanics. They have all the accessories, the bells and whistles that you need for your motorcycle. They do great tire sales there, and they have some really cool attire. Get your swag at Krambo's. US 40 over in Greencastle. That's right, it's the Texaco building, 6.3 miles west of US 231, right off of US 40. You know what they say, Krambo's, they'll get you noticed. All right, brother, we're up here in Indianapolis, the month of May. You would automatically assume we're all at the racetrack right now, but instead we're here at the Triumph dealership on College Avenue for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Have you ever done this ride before?
I did it last year for the first time. I rode my 2019 Royal Enfield Interceptor down for it.
Nice.
But this year I thought I'd bring something a little different.
This is a little bit different. Tell me a little bit about the motorcycle you're on today.
Sure. So this started out as a 1968 BSA Shooting Star 441. Dressed it up like a Victor, and I don't wash it ever. I got a gasoline bath this morning when I accidentally spilled fuel all
right?
over it, but that's about the closest it's gotten to a bath since I've owned it.
So do you live close by then? I mean,
So I live up in Kokomo. This is about an hour drive. Trailered it down this morning.
okay. I was going to say, there's no way
Yeah.
you rode this down from Kokomo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trailered it this morning, but looking forward to the ride today.
Wow. That's so cool. So you did it last year. So what is the ride? I've never done it. Last year, we just found out about this last year. We came out and filmed. We were wanting to come back again this year and actually participate. They said they'd even let me bring my Harley in here, and I was like, okay. And it's just not in the cards this year. So what's the actual ride like?
So the ride it's just a group ride around the city. It's a different route every year, to my understanding. From what I've seen of the map of the ride this year, it's a little bit different. So last year we stopped in front of the big church. Forget what street it's on, downtown here.
The Scottish Rite Cathedral or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah.
But then this year we're stopping at the Circle, and I
saw
don't know
that.
if we'll end up at Bottle Works again this year or not. So,
Oh, is that where? Okay.
that's where we ended up last year.
But the ride itself, I mean, it's a slow ride, correct? It's almost more like a parade ride than it is. I mean,
It's only about 40, 45 miles an hour for the most part.
okay. That's what I always understood it to be, a much slower ride, because face it, most of us are on motorcycles we don't ride all the time, or we're not wearing a helmet. We don't have the regular safety gear on. So I get it, you want to keep it as safe as possible.
And it's, to some degree, it's to spread awareness, because you get stopped and people ask you, oh, what are you guys riding for?
Yeah.
And men's health is huge.
Oh yeah.
There's not a whole lot of people out there that are doing something about it,
Right?
raising money for it. So it's a great cause to be out here raising money.
I agree. And the fact that we get to dress up like this, I mean, I'm sure you don't normally dress like that when you out ride. Yeah.
No, not at all.
And that to me it just makes it fun. It just makes it fun. If you like Halloween and you like dressing up at Halloween and doing stuff like that, man, this is the thing for you. You got to come out here next year. This isn't the easiest ride to find information on.
No.
I've noticed that, and I think they do that on purpose. But I mean, you do have to register online, and then this is worldwide. So I mean, you see the worldwide organization, but as far as the local one, it's a little harder to get the information here. So you gotta want it. That's all I'm saying. You gotta want it, and I think that's what they're doing. Is they want people here that truly understand what this really is all about.
Yep.
So all right, man. All right, well, let's get out of this gentleman's way right here. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy your ride.
So tell me about this outfit.
Had the tie, had the shirt, had the jeans, had the shoes. A friend of mine had this, and he said he didn't want it anymore if I wanted it. And I said, okay. So my girlfriend altered it to fit me.
Nice.
But I mean, the original plan today was a crushed velvet green tux. But when it's 86 degrees,
You don't wanna wear that.
We're switching it up. So we went with this last minute.
Well, I love it.
Stephen, I've noticed you got a pretty epic beard going on right now. I don't know if you use a lot of beard product, oils or balms or anything else, but we have had a new sponsor come on board, and it is Badass Beard Care.
Okay.
So now, as big as your beard is, there's a little thing of oil and a little thing of balm in here. You're just going to take all of it in one time.
Okay.
But I want you to give that a try, if you will. And if you want a koozie, there's a koozie. It's something they have done. They've given us some of the product. I've been using it in my beard now. I don't normally have it tight like this, but it's all tightened up. So I know I use it. Cameraman Wes uses it. We both love the product. So I saw that beard. I was like, all right, I found somebody that needs this.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. So, distinguished gentleman's ride. I'm assuming you don't dress like this every time you go ride.
Not ever,
Not ever.
but for this event, happily.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, have you ever done this event before?
I was registered in 2019, but it was rained out, so this is my first time riding.
Great. Yeah. See, we were here. I got registered this year, and we're unable to ride this year. We came out, we filmed last year, and I was blown away by this. I thought this was the coolest thing. So I wanted to at least dress the part, but I'm glad you're getting a chance to do the ride.
I think it's a wonderful venue. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look you up and find you later on and find out what you thought about it being your first time, because hopefully next year will be my first time.
Okay,
I'm hoping. But what drew you to this?
Excuse me?
What draws you to something like this particular type of ride?
Well, I love cafe racing type bikes, and I love the history of the ton-up community.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I have a group on Facebook called Ton Up EVs.
Oh, okay.
Because I ride a Harley Davidson Livewire 1.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's my 19th Harley Davidson, my first EV, and it's here today. And that's why I'm here. I really enjoy this culture and this aesthetic.
Nice. Super nice. All right, man. Well, you look distinguished as all get out,
So do
man.
you.
Man, I hope you have a great time today.
Good to
Tell me about this outfit.
I kind of put it together last minute because it's very hot today, but I made this skirt a few years ago and it works, and then I could wear boots that are fairly high and I feel somewhat safe on the bike, so just kind of a last minute thing because of the weather. So
is this the first time that you've done the gentleman's ride?
No, we've done it for 11 years, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and last year I won Best Dressed Female.
Awesome.
So I think I see a few ladies out here that could definitely win Best Dressed this year.
Well, you are definitely best
thank
dressed,
you.
I
Thank
believe.
you.
So, doing this ride, do you dress up every year?
Every year.
Every
we
year.
love doing it. Yeah.
So, how did you find out about it?
It was the first year that he got the bike. I'm not totally sure how we found out about it, but it was kind of a smaller get together when we first started, and we just kept doing it. In a few years, my boyfriend was actually the organizer of it, and this event just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it's so much fun to see.
It is, and I just think it's cool because everybody gets into it and dresses up and plays the part and has the awesome bikes, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you guys are here today, and I hope that you do win Best Dressed because you are best dressed.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, brother. I see you walking around out here. You got the big cross on your shoulder.
Yep.
What does that mean?
So I ride medical for the ride today. I'm an EMT out of Witham, and then Lebanon Fire, and then Center Fire. One of the things as we do here is obviously for mental health, but also make sure everyone's nice and safe.
Right.
And then Richard's brother actually is also out here, and he's our paramedic. So it'll be great. So that way we can offer some help in case something goes wrong, which we don't want to, but we carry med kits, and then that way if someone needs something, we can help out.
You're easy to find.
Hopefully. We're usually at the back with the catch truck in case something happens, but that's why we're out here today.
Dude, it's super cool, man. I'm so glad you're out here. I'm so glad you're doing this. This is such an important ride. You know, like you said, men's health, it's not just physical health, it's also mental health. And I guess we're just supposed to be guys, so we're tough and we don't have those kind of issues. Anybody that's lived life for any length of time knows that crap happens to guys and ladies all the same. So, you know, there's a scripture that says it rains on the just and the unjust. So it's kind of the same way. Have you had any issues you've had to deal with?
So for me, no, personally, but you know, being in the being an EMT in general, there's always a lot of people who need some help, right? And you encounter that. And a lot of times, with folks with COVID, that was a lot of the times that people tended to have some problems. So when I was able to kind of attach to the DGR through John, who's one of the sponsors here, I just wanted to lend some help. And so for those first responders who do suffer, trying to kind of represent them and help out where I can.
Right on. Well, thank you so much for what you do. And I'm, to me, our local heroes, that's you're one of them. You know what I'm saying? You guys, the fire and firefighters and the police, I mean, you guys are our local heroes. Without you guys, none of us would be able to do what we're doing out here today. And so for that, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Do you play in the James Bond movie?
I do not currently.
I was going to say, you look like you should.
Oh, thanks. Gosh, everyone's so complimentary today. I'm going to hang out at the gentleman's right over here.
All right. You guys look so awesome. I'm assuming you guys are together.
We're together, yes. We had a whole Tweed outfit picked out and then saw the weather yesterday and pivoted.
Yeah. Oh,
This was a wise choice.
Yes. White is going to be much better for today. It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
So what brought you out to this ride, or is this the first time you've done it?
No, we did it I went for the first time with him last year and had a blast and said we're definitely going again this year. Everyone's always so nice. We meet so many people and there's so many cool bikes to look at, and it's a good cause.
It is a very good cause, and it is pretty cool to watch all the guys and the girls and dress up. I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
There used to be a Indy Cog event called the Tweed Ride, and everyone would ride bicycles, and so this is just bicycles on steroids.
Right? Exactly. Well, you should be in James Bond. You should be one of the top girls.
I don't think any of the villains in James Bond are named Nikki, so I may need a better moniker.
We'll have to think of it.
Nikita. How's that?
Nikita. There we go.
All right, brother, I got to ask. You always wear those boots with that suit?
Well, it matches my helmet, so yeah.
Okay, so there's actually a method to the madness here. You didn't just do that so they'd stand out. You're coordinating.
You have to coordinate for this event,
right?
Yes.
Have you ever done this?
This is my fourth one.
Fourth one. What brings you back every time?
My moto family. We play in this every year.
Yeah, just something everybody does, huh?
Yep. It's a good time. It's a good event.
So you don't always dress like this when you go ride?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, the black is probably going to be a little bit rough. It's going to be near 90 degrees today.
Yeah, but it hides the pit stains, so that's the reason.
Good call. Good call. You guys be safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Cindy, the ride's taking off now. What do you think about this distinguished gentleman's ride?
I think it's one of the most unbelievable rides of the year. It's so cool. It's so fun.
That's the key word right there. It's fun. And my gosh, the numbers this year.
Right.
Holy cow. Mm-hmm. Just here in Indianapolis, they had, a new record of participants. They had a new record of funds raised. I mean, look at some of these people that came in, and what they did on their own is just amazing. 5,000,
mm-hmm.
two people, one just over 5,000, one just under 5,000, of the donations that they made personally and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely amazing. If somebody's out there wondering, should I not do this ride, what would you say?
I would say do it. It's because it's such a fun ride. They don't. It's not about anything else but just having fun, having a good day.
Right.
Right.
And participate the proper way.
Mm-hmm.
Raise some money, get dressed up, and come do the ride. Don't just show up, displaying your colors, whatever. Look, man, time and place, right? But this isn't the time and place for that. This is the time to put on a suit and tie, put on some suspenders, put a big stogie in your mouth, get your pipe going, and let's go take a little ride down through Indianapolis, man. It's awesome. Cindy, where can people find out more about Steel Horse Thunder?
On steelhorsethunder.com.
Everything you need to know is right there.
Everything.
Hey, and if this doesn't prove it, I don't know what does. But like we always say, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.